Hey guys, 54 New Star here with Unity. This is not going to be like the tutorial thing, but this is me showing you an overview of what we're going to be actually doing inside of Unity. And this is the new one, so this is 4.6. I think this is their beta version with the UI systems, whatever stuff in it. So finally we have a UI system. There was always some sort of loose UI system, either for free on the asset store or some basic one that they actually put into the engine. But finally we have one that actually works and is really good. I haven't coded much of anything yet. I'm actually looking for a Unity coder to partner with because my coding skills are rudimentary to really rough cut. So for me to actually give you guys the code from me would be really rude. It's good for me to hack and slash through a program, but to give to you guys to learn off of, it's not going to be so good. So I'm looking for somebody who has the time to spend like 30 minutes putting together code, write what each section does, hand it to me, and then I can put that code in, credit them and say, hey guys, okay, this is what this section does. Now I can read code, I just can't write very well, but I am working on that. Okay, so this is an overview of what I'm going to be doing in the first couple tutorials to get you guys running up on Unity. I do know Unity fairly well. I have actually worked with the whole the last 2.0 whatever series, all the way through the 3. And up to 4.6, which is the current one. Before I started actually exploring other engines like Construct 2, CopperCube, Blender, Unreal, Crysis, and so on and so forth. So with Unity, we have the Rogue Planet logo. I do have the basic one. So this Unity is going to bring up the Unity logo, and then it's going to bring up Rogue Planet Studios, and then it's going to bring up the actual menu. What I have planned is that it's actually going to show, what do you call it? It's going to fade. So it's going to show Rogue Planet, then it's going to fade to the menu. And this is the menu. So we have our play, load, options, exit. Some of these I do know how to script up, so I'll be scripting up those. They're not too hard. And then we have our options. I'm going to be building sub-menus. So we have sound level. Then we have our graphics level, high, medium, low. And then difficulty setting is hard. Graphics level is high, medium, and low, and our graphics setting is hard, normal, and easy. And what I mean by graphics level, I know that Unity has a in-engine one, which I may just run off of, but I just wanted this there, even if it's a dummy one. And what I had planned for this was on high, everything is the native texture resolution. On medium, it cuts it down by 2, and on graphics level low, it will actually splice it by 4. So you have a fourth of the size of the texture. So on high, a 1024 by 1024 is a normal 1024 by 1024 texture. On medium, it's a 5 by 512 by 512, and then when you put it down to low, I think it's 256 or something like that. It's going to be like super low resolution, and I think at that point we still have all the normal maps and everything. It's just kind of like all low resed. Difficulty setting, I don't know how I'm going to actually implement this in it. It's probably the amount of enemies I'm going to have spawned onto the scene, and then you have the ability to save and then hit main menu. And then we can just switch those around, all that stuff. And then I'm going to have the ability to have an in-game menu where you just control sound settings and maybe graphic details. So that's it. I haven't actually gone into creating like the first level like I have in CopperCube. CopperCube, I've actually finished the first level, finished the transition scene, and now I'm working on the station. and a couple of the enemies and the weapon pickups and the item info pickups. And then we'll be actually working on in this, depending on how many breaks I take for Christmas and all that stuff, around New Year or afterwards, I'm going to work on the actual finishing levels, and then finishing all the tutorials, release the game to you guys for beta testing, and then have it released to all the sites for free download, including the demo, before we actually release the game, which is part of the, after the beta testing. And slowly, actually, I'm going to start doing these Unity tutorials. So this one will basically be fading, menu setup, some options, probably walking around the station, and then that'll be it. And then probably after Christmas, somewhere around New Year's-ish, is probably going to be dealing with characters and dealing with all our options and all that stuff. This is going to be a little bit slower because it's a little bit more detailed, because Unity gives you a little bit more detailed controls than CopperCube does. CopperCube is newer and is well, it's really good. It's not as refined as Unity, so I'm pretty sure that's actually going to change pretty quickly in the CopperCube 6 version, which is going to become more Unity-like, with the non-programming section still there, and then the programming in JavaScript still there. So this is just a quick update. I'm also, if anybody's interested in helping me out with the coding bit, you can message me down below or send me an email. On my About page, I do have a business email, and you can message me there. But that's about it, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.